What is going on, guys? So this video has been requested. Like, I want to say this is probably the most requested video. People want to know, how do you keto food prep and what's the easiest way to go about food prep? And as you guys know, I'm not a big cook, but I still understand the importance of food prep, and I understand that it's a very key, especially when you're doing the keto diet. Pretty much when you're doing any diet, if you want to stay consistent, it's very important that you meal prep. So I'm gonna do the perfect beginner's guide on how to do a simple and easy keto food prep. So here we go, guys. This is what you're gonna need. First, we got some asparagus, because I believe asparagus is probably the best greens you can have on the keto diet. Then we have our avocados, as you can see right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The meat that we're gonna use today, again, guys, remember, this is simple. This is a beginner's guide. We're not gonna be making no high quality steaks. We're not gonna be making some like fancy salmon. Like, we're just gonna keep it simple, guys. 80-20 ground beef. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. Next, we have some olive oil. Olive oil we're gonna use for the asparagus. We have a little brush and we're just gonna wipe down the asparagus. And we have a little bit of foil that we'll use for the asparagus. Just so when you're done, you can just throw it away. It's easier to clean up, saves you time, and that's what this whole video is about. So first, guys, we're gonna cook this meat. So everybody just sit back, relax, and enjoy this keto food prep. Oh yeah, guys, I almost forgot. Tupperware. Get yourself some Tupperware. These were cheap. Got these at HEB. They're like $2, so can't beat that deal. All right, guys, so the meat that we're cooking today, like I said, is 80-20 ground beef, 16 ounces each, and each individual Tupperware, I'm going to have 4 ounces each. Throw the meat in there, and then you're gonna need a plastic spatula. Pretty much you can use any flavoring you like. Me, like I said, I just keep it basic. Gonna use some pepper, and I'm gonna use some salt right here. And when you cook it, you wanna put it on medium heat. That's what I got it on right now. So, boom, just gonna throw a little bit of salt like that. Again, guys, don't be scared to use salt when you're on the keto diet. So many people are scared of salt. You need it if you're gonna be doing the keto diet correctly. Your body needs those electrolytes. So don't be scared of salt. I'm also gonna do the same thing to this pan, and we're gonna get this meat started. And once we get close to the end, that's when I'll start heating up the oven to start cooking the asparagus. So now that we got the meat cooking, like I said, it's gonna take a little bit of time. Be patient. We're gonna prep this asparagus, but first, you wanna wash your hands, guys. Anytime you're dealing with meats, you don't especially raw meats, you know, you always wanna wash your hands. You don't wanna touch anything else, touch any other food items that you're gonna be cooking. Let it dry. So we're gonna put this in a drainer and let it sit right here. I kind of flattened it all out, as you guys can see, and we're browning one side. The reason why you want to flatten it is because you want everything to cook on one side. You don't want anything to cook unevenly, or like one part of the meat not cooked and one part is when you flip it over. So that's kind of like my little process, my little tip. As you can see, I did that on the other side as well. Kind of just giving it flat, kind of just flattened it out, made it evenly all on one side. And like I said, we're browning it, and then once the other side gets nice and cooked, we'll flip it back around, and so everything is cooked evenly. Now that the meat is almost done, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the asparagus. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil, guys, just a little bit, just to spread it around. And we're just gonna spread it around just like this. And the reason why we're doing that, guys, is because we don't want the asparagus to stick. We're gonna get the asparagus and we're gonna just put them on top of your foil pan. Now, as you guys can see, I've probably got too much asparagus, but that's okay. So, just did that, and we're just gonna brush it. Just gonna brush the asparagus. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the asparagus pan right here. And as you can see, I got the pink Himalayan salt. This is like my favorite salt, guys. This is the salt you wanna go with, man. I love this salt. We're gonna stick it in here and set it and forget it. And the asparagus is about 15 to 20 minutes. Kind of check on it after 15 minutes. Me personally, I like my asparagus to be a little bit crunchy. Some people like it different, some people like it soggy, whatever. I like mine a little bit crunchy. So I'm gonna check on it after 15 minutes. And if you need to keep it in there a little bit longer, that's fine. But I think after 15, you should be good. So it's been about 7 minutes, and I forgot to mention that when it's about halfway through, whoa, it is hot. You want to flip the asparagus. And that's just so they get cooked evenly. And at this point, it's pretty much just all preference, whether you like them really, really crunchy or you like them soft. So like I said, I like mine in the middle, so I'm just gonna keep my eye on them. And then we're about wrapping up this food prep, guys. Can you believe it? That went by pretty fast, guys. You see, there's nothing to it, guys. When you put your mind to it, I think a lot of people think, when they think about food prep and they're like, oh man, I can't food prep, I gotta cook all this food, I gotta eat this, I gotta eat that, I don't have time. And guys, it's really not that much time. All you need is about like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We're making really good time. Like I said, the meat is done, it's cooling off, waiting for the asparagus. We'll get everything in the Tupperware, start cutting up the avocado, and we should be good to go. Almost done. We're gonna go ahead and put the meat in the containers, and you can weigh it if you want, guys, but since I already know that in each package is 16 ounces, if I just eyeball it, because I want to get 4 ounces of meat in every single container, well, I mean in each container, if I just eyeball it, at the end of the day, my macros will be okay, you know, because I know that at the end of the day, I had 16 ounces of ground beef. Okay, so as you guys can see, one day is gonna be 4 containers, so that's kind of how I'm doing it. So I'm only gonna eat 2 of these right now. And so I'm not gonna cut up the avocado because, as you guys know, avocado just turns bad really quick. So if I cut all these up, put them in containers for the rest of the week, by tomorrow the avocado's already gonna be brown and it's gonna be wasted. So I don't want to cut the avocado. So that's something you can get ready. You can get the meat ready, you can have your asparagus in there, and just keep your avocado in the refrigerator or in your pantry, wherever you keep it. I don't know, wherever you keep your avocados, and just take it as you go. You could probably even throw it in there if you want, along with your meat, just like this. And we are done, guys. So see, wasn't that bad. We got 80-20 ground beef, we got avocado, we got asparagus, we got everything you need for the keto diet. You got high fat, you got moderate protein, and you got low carbs. So again, it's really up to you. Everyone's calories are different. Everybody eats a little bit more, everyone eats a little bit less. It's just up to you. For me, I think 4 meals a day would be fine, even though that really just adds up to about 1,900 calories. I know a lot of you are saying 1,900 calories, that's not enough for me. Well, again, guys, everybody's different. Again, this is just like a basic meal prep. So this is kind of like standard, what the average person would eat, not what a typical, you know, big bodybuilder or someone who's trying to like lose a lot of weight. It's just kind of like right in the middle. So for the end of the day, if you're gonna have 4 of these meals, you're gonna have about 150 grams of fat, 100 grams of protein, and then about 20 grams of carbs. So, I mean, that's pretty standard right there, guys. Those hit perfectly on the ketogenic diet, especially when it comes to macros. And again, so as you can see, didn't cut up the avocados, like I said, don't want them to go bad, but these 2 I am gonna eat today. And there you go. You can always cook a little bit more. So for me, I don't like to prep so far ahead. That's just not something I like to do. So guys, it's really up to you how much you want to food prep. You can always cook a little bit more, cook a little less. So I always like to go like 2, at the most 3 days. So if you're one of those persons who likes to cook for the whole week and just have it all done on Sunday night, then you just double this or triple this. You know, it's really up to you depending on how much you eat. So there you have it. This is the basic keto meal prep, guys. This is like the beginner's guide. So for any of you who are always wondering like how to food prep, I don't know what food to cook, what's easy, what's not, here it is, guys. This is just plain Jane, like get down to business. You want to do the keto diet, you want to food prep, but you don't have time and you don't have a lot of money. Here you go. That's how you do it. Cheap, easy meals, good to go. Very easy to cook, guys. So I hope you did learn something. If you did, guys, give it a thumbs up. It helps out the channel and it really does mean a lot to me. And if you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys want to see any other different videos, leave it in the comments below. This is how you do it, guys. So if you have any questions in the comments below, let me know. I'll try to answer every single one of them. But as always, guys, I love you. Peace. Bam.